Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm yours truly, Lady Lara, and this is part two of the video I recorded about, the first year of being married. So, in case you didn't catch that, I think I'll just put it up here, and it's titled Newlyweds Should Know. But I decided to give it, a stronger title, and the secret to a happy home no one talks about. So just catch that episode before you come to this one because it is enlightening, it's value packed, and it will actually guide you. Trust me. I know I don't have a lot of experience, but I've spoken to people from my personal experience, from the streets of YouTube, or should I say from the streets of social media. I have been able to gather a couple of experiences that I feel we as young couples, remember this channel is to help young people, both male and female, make the right decisions. And I'm yours truly, Lady Lara. So let's get into it. I said in my last video that I'm going to talk about something that we normally shy away from, especially in this side of the world. Oh, keep your problems to yourself. You and your husband manage things. I understand. But when you were getting married to this person now, you had a congenial people celebrating with you, they ate rice, they had a good time. Now that issues have come up, which most definitely those issues will come up, you're hiding things. Oh, you guys are all good. And deep down, you're not good. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying you should tell every Tom, Nina, Dickness, and Harry is your problem, or every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But you should pick specific people who are enlightening, who know about marriage, maybe a marriage counselor, maybe elders, people who are neutral to help when issues arise. I repeat, do not swallow issues saying, oh my God, they say we should keep things to ourselves. Many people have faced mental health issues just because they were trying to be the typical spouse. Don't tell anyone about your problems. Trust me, there might be somebody who knows somebody who might know another person who will guide you on what to do. So do not keep problems to yourself. However, I repeat, do you copy? However, look for somebody that you both respect, somebody who is experienced, somebody who is not biased, somebody who is knowledgeable to talk about your problems. And that way, it makes things easier for you. Remember, this particular video is for people who just, stepped into marriage. It's like the whole honeymoon phase. Oh my God, I love you. I'm so happy I met you. After the honeymoon phase, there might be that period where you guys start quarreling, you start getting annoyed with one another, you start seeing each other for who they are. And these are some things you should know. Then it's important that you be with somebody who knows who they are. I talked about this thing very much in the last video. I understand that you meet this person, chemistry will fly, you're like, oh my God, I understand butterflies and all, dynamite. But at the end of the day, when the chips are down, when things don't go as you want, you need somebody who is ready to weather the storm with you. Now, for a lady, look for a man that has vision, a man that has direction. Now, I am not saying look for a made man. I'm not talking about the mafia here. I'm talking about a man who has certain patterns. There are certain things he does, and you appreciate that of that particular person. Go for people like that. People who have a certain alignment to your goals, your aspirations, your values. That way it makes it easier. For a man, look for a woman that you like you genuinely like, you're attracted to, because it helps you. Because we all know they say men are visual creatures, blah, 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 and all. You need that to help propel the attraction in the marriage, the attraction in the marriage, because it's very important. So for a woman, look for a man with vision, look for a man who has direction. Look for a man who knows what he wants. And for a man, look for a woman that aligns with your principles. Don't be a man who is stingy and you want to marry a lady who knows how to spend money. Like, this is how I am. You would always, always have issues whenever it comes to spending. So look for your tribe. Now, I'm not talking about an American or a Yoruba man if you're from Nigeria. I'm talking about somebody who aligns with your principles, your values, your beliefs. Very importantly. Now, this might not really count right now because you are already in the marriage. However, this is a time for you guys to learn to compromise. Okay, he doesn't like this. I will do this. She doesn't like this. How about? This is where you're like, in Fergie's voice, will you meet me halfway? Very, very important. Point number 3, learn to do things together. I know the world is challenging, it is tough. I don't know what part of the world you might be watching this video from, but you might be doing 2, 3 jobs, just trying to meet ends meet. And then it's hard. Learn to do things together, bath together, talk together, eat together, dress together. Like, just pick out something, be intentional about that time. Make sure that you have quality time with one another, especially in this time, because by the time you know it, you get pregnant. Before you know it, the kids are here and you find it hard to have time with one another. Watch a movie together, read a book together, go out together. Remember, this is your teammate, it's not your subordinate. This whole thing about she's supposed to submit to me, he's supposed to do this for me. This is where you guys sit and talk, have intellectual conversations. Of course, I know it's cool to ask what's your favorite color. Oh, I like blue, I like black. Ask questions like, how do you respond when you're angry? These are questions that, yes, I know you must have asked while dating, but right now that you're beginning to see this person for who they are, you ask these questions yet again. How do you want me to show up for you today? I know, as an African that I am, many of us do not have this kind of conversations. You just get to understand this person by their actions. When maybe the way they squeeze their face or the way they twist their lips, you understand them. Are like, okay, when he's angry, he does this. So do things together. It's important, it's vital, it makes the bond stronger. Then learn to be happy with yourselves. I understand money is very important. Money buys freedom, money buys time, but there are certain things money can never give you. Money cannot give you class. Money cannot buy you contentment. Money cannot buy you genuine likeness, genuine friendship. Learn to like yourselves. Don't think about the resources you could get from this person. I understand it's important, don't get me wrong. However, there are times where money is not even what is holding you guys together. Like they say, in sickness and in health, in wealth and in poverty. I'm just adding that. But learn to do things together. Learn to appreciate one another. Learn to know that money is important, but money is not what makes it a marriage. Then, another point that many of us miss, you need to educate yourself about marriage. Don't be like, I saw my dad, I saw my mom. As you are in the marriage, you need to grow together intellectually, emotionally, financially, sexually. Important, very important. So grow together, read about marriage, go to marriage classes. YouTube is your friend. There are a cajillion videos on how to have a happy marriage, and this is one of them. Find out about marriage, find out more about your spouse, talk more. I dislike it when people say, this is how I am, I don't know how to talk. Trust me, in marriage you should learn how to talk, and not just talk. You need to learn how to conversate, how to talk that you do not offend this person. Now, I'll cite an example. This man said that He's a very hairy person, so he shaves once a week. So he had a girlfriend, and she was like, whenever he kissed her, she was like, "Oh my God, your face is scratching," because of the beard that he grows very, very fast. So he met another girl, and he had just shaved, I think, the day before. So she was like, "Oh my God, I like your face without the hair. It's very sexy." Trust me, the guy started shaving every time he was supposed to see her because of the manner in which she communicated her challenge. Now, I am not saying I'm there yet. I'm just saying these are things that affect a union. The way you talk to people, the way you express yourself, it tells a lot on the bond. If you're somebody who likes to ridicule people, if you're somebody who you're absent and then you just expect your partner to understand totally why certain things are happening to you. I understand there will be that time you get to a stage where you don't even need to talk. You know yourself, like you know this person like the back of your hand. But before you get to that stage, you need to do the groundwork. You must talk. You must talk. So don't say, "Oh my God, I'm a very quiet person. I prefer chatting." Ha. My brother, my sister, this is the mountain of talk. Like, talk your own, say your mind, but know how to say your mind. And then another point that is very important, you must be doing it. Let's talk about baby. Let's talk about me and you. Let's talk about all the good things. Okay, let's come back from Pitch Perfect. Now, I think if you look at some studies, they will tell you that a healthy couple have sex once a week, minimum of once a week. Life will definitely happen to you all. Trust me, it will happen. But you need to keep the flame alive. Go for dates. Like, just look for ways to spice the marriage. Some couples will say they made the goal that they must have sex every night, like it's their form of exercise together. And it's a bonding experience. But I think some people like it when it's spontaneous. Spontaneity is good, but you know what you're trying to build. You know what you're trying to build. Now, some people don't have this instant spark or the explosion, but I believe it can be built. I believe marriage is a process where two incomplete people, in the sense that they know one another, yet they want to come together to build something that can be wonderful. So, in that sense, they're incomplete. They come together to build something beautiful, something that you see and you want people to admire. Now, you're not trying to please anybody. Speaking about pleasing people, do not become an over pleaser. Do what you can for your spouse. Like, trust me, I'm all for trying to make your spouse happy, surprises, lingerie, whatever. However, do not overdo. Do not do something that at the end of the day it will tell on your mental health. At the end of the day, you feel drained because you're just trying to please this person. Know your hard nose. I said this in the last video on this. Know your hard nose. Know what you want, know what your aim is, and stick to it. Be an accountable person. Now, I am Muslim, and when it comes to the hierarchy of marriage, it is God first, you, and then your spouse. But some people will even put the husband, and now I'm speaking as a woman, they put the husband, they put God, then they put themselves. It's not supposed to be like that. So make sure you try not to overplease anyone. Please your Lord. Even Islamically, they'll tell you moderation is key. So these are some few points of mine. I hope I've been able to, convince you further that marriage is beautiful. Marriage is beautiful. However, there are things you need to put in place to have a wonderful marriage. And it starts in the very first year of marriage. Now, there are so many things I would have added, but I just feel this should be like the basic introduction of some of the things that you should know and you should do. Maybe subsequently, due to your engagement and your response, I would actually have another episode. So till I come your way, guys, keep being true to yourself, keep loving yourself, keep building yourself. Keep knowing that you are becoming. And I'll see you all on the other side. I love you.